Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Thanks for tuning in. We've done a lot of videos lately about fishing muddy water, different types of baits that you want to utilize while fishing muddy water, and some of the colors that those baits work great in. You know, we talked about how crankbaits work really well, spinner baits, vibrating jigs, and big jigs are kind of the four main baits that I'll utilize anytime I'm fishing muddy water. But we also talked about the colors to utilize are generally going to be very dark or they're going to be very bright. And, you know, for a jig, it's a natural selection to go with a black and blue jig. But for a crankbait, it's generally more acceptable to go with, say, a chartreuse black back. But I'm here to tell you guys that one of the best kept secrets in professional fishing and in the local circuits that concentrate strictly on fishing muddy water, like the Mississippi River or the lakes over in Oklahoma, areas that generally get a lot of influx of muddy water throughout the year, is utilizing crankbaits in a very specific color. And that color is black, guys. We're talking black crankbaits. You know, this is a 6 cents bait. This one is black with a little bit of blue squiggle marks on it. You know, another really good color is a black bait with some silver flake with a little chartreuse tail. This is a storm wigglewort color. Any sort of black crankbait is a huge color. It really does a very good job of creating a silhouette in that muddy water that's going to allow the fish to key in on the bait. They're feeling the vibration, they're feeling the rattles, but now you're giving them a black bait to key in on. You know, it's one of those things, guys, we talk about vibrating jigs and flipping a big black and blue jig or a black jig working really well in muddy water. It's the same thing with a crankbait, but we do not fish black crankbaits that much, to the point where it's really difficult to find black baits. There's only a handful of companies that produce a black colored bait in, you know, some of the square bills. You really very rarely can find it in the deep diving crankbaits. But the reason, you know, the handful of baits you can find it in are usually generally shallow running baits is because there are people demanding this color for fishing muddy water. And generally in muddy water, you're fishing very shallow. So what I want to tell you guys, besides, you know, being able to utilize a black crankbait, if you cannot find it in your specific bait that you like to throw, it's super easy to make. You know, you can find most crankbaits in some sort of white shad pattern bait. And when you do that, you can easily change the color of it, either with a Sharpie. You know, you can easily color the sides of it. And one of my favorite colors for fishing mud is an old color that Bagley used to make called skunk. And it was a black bait with a white stripe down the back. So I like to take some of these pearl colored baits, and then I'll take a Sharpie marker and color in the sides to get, you know, a black bait with a white top. But an easier way to do it is, and if you've got a little time to do it ahead of being on the water, is to get some black nail polish. You get some black nail polish and you can put a good solid coat on, and it takes, you know, a few just quick simple brush strokes, and you can cover the entire bait in black. And I'll leave my white stripe on the back to get my skunk look. In this case, I'm going right over the eyes. I don't really care about the eyes that much. And you can see, you know, you can color the side in real quick, leave a little white stripe to get the old Bagley skunk look. But it's a simple way to adjust your favorite crankbait. If you cannot get it in a black colored bait, it's an easy way to turn another color of that favorite bait into a good muddy water crankbait. Guys, I'm telling you, you want to be throwing black if you're fishing muddy water. It's very well proven by a lot of guys on the Mississippi River, a lot of guys over in the Oklahoma region. Like I said, anybody that fishes muddy water consistently will tell you that black is a great bait to be throwing your square bills in. The problem is you can't find them everywhere. It's really hard to find a good black colored crankbait. especially if you're, so dialed in with a specific bait that you gotta have that one in black. You got to figure out how to do it on your own. The simple way is this way. If you want to spend more money, you can send them out to a professional airbrusher who can custom paint. Real easy to do as well. Simple custom job, but if you're going to do that, I would recommend putting in a white stripe on the back, a chartreuse stripe on the back, or even a little silver glitter like that works great in muddy water. So I hope this was helpful, guys. If it was, hit that like button. Check out the link to the Reel Shot in my description in the video. It's a local tackle shop that carries a lot of crankbaits in the black color because we are close to the Mississippi River. So if you're looking for them, check out thereelshot.com. Use the discount code STEFAN10. You'll save 10% off your order. You save a little bit of money. You help the channel out. It's a win-win for everybody. So guys, I'm telling you, black colored crankbaits in muddy water, it's a very good, well-kept secret that is catching a lot of fish for people. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video.